Proverbs 24. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only, and he's an extremely jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And Yah is short for YahWeh, YahWeh, Yod-He, Vav-He. There's no difference. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. What is the difference and does matters when people say that Sam, Phil, Bob, and Aaron are literally the same name, because they're not, and no one in their right mind would believe that, and thinking you can force YahWeh to believe that is extremely foolish. And there was no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Aramaic texts, because the letter J is only about 600 years old, and the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. In a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua. And Proverbs 24. Do not envy evil men, nor desire to be with them, for their heart plots to ravage, and their lips talk of trouble. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established, and by knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. Mighty is the wise in strength, and a man of knowledge strengthens power, for by wise guidance you wage your own battle, and delivery is by a great counselor. Wisdom is high for a fool. He does not open his mouth in the gate. He who plots to do evil is called a master of evil plots. The purpose of folly is sin, and the scoffer is an abomination to men. If you falter in the day of distress, your strength is small. Deliver those taken to death, and hold back those stumbling to the kill. If you say, "See, we did not know this," would not he who weighs the hearts discern it? He who watches over your life, would he not know it? And shall he not repay man according to his work? My son, eat honey, for it is good, and the honeycomb sweet to your taste. Really sweet to your taste, to be honest. Honey is like super sweet. Not that fake honey that you get in the stores. The real honey. Real honey is so sweet. It's so good. It's really good for you too. Like really good. If you want all its goodness properties, just take a spoonful and stick it in your mouth. If you want the sweetness and maybe some of the properties, stick it in your tea. I'm pretty sure the hotter things get for it, though, the more it just burns off the goodness. You just grab some honey and you stick it in your mouth. Om nom nom. It's really, really good for you. My son, eat honey, for it is good, and the honeycomb sweet to your taste. Know that wisdom is thus to your being. If you have found it, there is a future, and your expectancy is not cut off. Do not lie in wait, O wrong one, against the dwelling of the righteous. Do not ravage his resting place, for 7 times a righteous man falls and rises, but the wrong one stumbles into evil. Do not exult when your enemy falls, and let not your heart rejoice when he stumbles, lest YahWeh see and it be evil in his eyes, and he turn away his wrath from him. Do not fret because of evildoers, and do not envy the wrong, for there is no future for the evildoer. The lamp of the wrongdoers is put out. My son, fear YahWeh and the sovereign. Do not mingle with those who change, for their calamity arises suddenly, and who knows the ruin of both of them? It's a question. YahWeh knows. For their calamity arises suddenly, and who knows the ruin of both of them? Yeah, only YahWeh does. These also are for the wise. It is not good to show partiality in right ruling. He who says to the wrong, "You are righteous," peoples curse him, nations despise him. But those who rebuke the wrong, it is pleasant, and a good blessing comes on them. He who gives a right answer kisses the lips. Prepare your outside work and make it fit for yourself in the field. Then you shall build your house. Do not witness against your neighbor without cause, and do not deceive with your lips. Do not say, "Let me do to him as he did to me. I repay according to his work." I passed by the field of the lazy and by the vineyard of the man lacking heart, and see, it was all overgrown with thorns. Its surface was covered with nettles, and its stone wall was broken down. When I saw it, I set my heart on it. I looked and received discipline, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and your poverty shall come a prowler, and your need is an unarmed man. And your need like an unarmed man.